Alrighty. Alrighty. Welcome back. I hope everything is set up correctly. I was running out of time on the overlays. Alright, welcome in Sai for our last match of the day. You get to be our co-commentator for Elash versus Nike. Once again, the spoilers, anyone who didn't watch earlier matches can mute for a moment, but condolences on your defeat to Fresh Rosa. But
listen, it was tactical, okay? I wanted to be a caster tomorrow, and if I won, then I would have to play in the game. So instead, I decided to lose on purpose. That's what happened.
Casters for tomorrow may have already been decided, so hopefully that wasn't the true tactic behind it all. Anyway, we're moving on.
I lost twice then. That's terrible.
All right. On to the Bingus. I've been seeing a reasonable number of first-time chatters, so once again, I'm going to do the spiel. We are at the end of our first day of our special weekend event, this here Lion Locked tournament. What is Lion Locked? Lion Locked is a new DLC bingo format that we have been cooking up here in Bingo Club, and this tournament is here to showcase that tournament to you all. It's got a completely different square set and some interesting little metagame rules, which we have here in our nifty format rule slide. So, the main gimmick of this format is you cannot enter Scadu Altus without first killing the Dancing Lion Remembrance, which unlocks the sealed Spirit Spring to Fort Reprimand, or by going kind of the normal, casual way through Castle Ensis and killing Rellana. So lots of gravesite plains, squares, very fast format. Access is a big deal. And how players get that access. Lots of squares in both Belurat and Castle Ensis to get people their square count up and their threats going as they make their way through the game and access. So other Little Rule, Impaling Thrust, and Stormblade are banned on the Great Katana. Great Katana just a little too good in Gravesite Plain, so it does not have access to those Ashes of War, which can really help carry it in through the mid game. So for players choosing to have a good early game, Great Katana has been the way that we've been seeing. But Backhand Blades did make its first appearance and had its first victory in our spoilers previous game with Champa versus Madsen. Anyway, we are getting ready to kick off this here game. Anything you wanted to say, Sai? Any thoughts on the format or what you're hoping to see here?
Yeah, actually, I realized when I was looking at the rule, no Impaling Thrust or Stormblade on Great Katana only. That specific wording makes me feel like Milady would actually be really strong, which you mentioned at the end of my game. You could put both of those Ashes of War on Milady, right?
You absolutely can.
So that becomes the new Ash of War stick, if I'm not mistaken.
It does, yes, definitely.
I hope to see that in this match then.
We've been seeing a lot of Milady from Rosa. Was hoping to see it that game. We've been seeing some of it from Elash, but he seems to prefer Backhand Blades for the most part. He's done among the most experimenting with this format as to like the various like builds and tactics and things. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something kind of interesting and exciting come out of him. I have no idea what Nike is cooking up. We will see. I've seen him play I think one game of Lion Locked, but I'll be curious to see what he's going to bring to the table today. So I do believe, without any further ado, that we are ready to rumble here. So if Elash could give me a little twitch or something to show me that he's all set on the screen and not going pee. Mm-hmm. All right, there's the little twitch. All right, so I'm going to deafen both of you guys up and look for the match to begin. Here
Fantastic.
We go.
Magic trick.
All right, everything looks good. Curse counter is reset and all that. Very nice. All right, in we go. Once again, 2 DLC armor sets in the center. interesting. There's actually a lot of stuff is similar on this board as our last one, but some new things as well. Oh, what do we got? Oh boy, the Dedekar's Woe Square. So if you've been paying attention to the highlight reel at all, you will have seen the custom center square from the which game was it? Semi-finals of Strump, I think, versus Dodgy. The custom center square for that game was Kill Your Remembrance while wearing only the Dedekar's Woe talisman. That is your only talisman allowed. In this list, you have to kill 2. You have to kill 2 remembrances. So for the reason that it's 2 is people were getting very, very good at killing Rellana with like very low juice, nearly hitless, things like that. And it was just getting a little bit too synergistic with the Rellana kill. So with this one, you've got to do something else. And from there, it gets a little harder. Gaius is very, very far away in this format. And that's a lot of people's like go-to for doing a weird weapon or trying to do hitless. Gaius is deep into the map, so it's a little tricky to figure out how you're going to handle that second remembrance. A lot of the closer ones just are harder to do with, taking double damage and such. But yeah, I'm interested to see what we got cooking for that one. What do you see here that you're excited to take a look at?
I do have something I want to say about the board, but first I just noticed Elash bought the black wet blade and the whetstone knife, so we might actually be seeing him do something different with his weapon choice here. This might be a Milady game, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm inclined to guess that he's going to do bleed backhand blades with a blue dancer. He's been kind of leaning on that a little bit for this format, so that's kind of what I was expecting. But anyway, the board.
Yeah, maybe that's stronger in the early game. I'm noticing there's a couple potential double squares on the board. You have kill an NPC boss, kill Ancient Dragon Man boss. That's a double square if you are the first to ADM. Mm-hmm. Also, kill a demi-human boss and kill a remembrance with a perfume. Okay, no, I'm used to that being kill a boss with a perfume. So that's, I take it back. That's not a double square. A
little bit of a twist.
Yeah, so I think like having a double square open is pretty strong. Like ADM's on a diagonal, and you have an NPC boss.
Yeah,
you have 2 hanging pot bell bearings on the opposite diagonal. ADM gets you closer to a hanging pot bell bearing. Another thing to notice is we have acquire anvil hammer. That's a collection square. You can just run and go pick up anvil hammer. It's in the forge. If you do tombstone skip, you can basically jump down tombstones to get to the forge really fast. And you could use that as your weapon potentially.
You could. I'm not seeing a ton of the forge synergies that we've seen occasionally on here. Like there's no smithing stones. There's a square that I don't think has shown up yet, so I won't spoil it. But there's a couple things that can synergize with the forges. There is the speak to 2 ghosts. Like there is a ghost at the start of that forge, so maybe there is a little bit. But there's the acquire black steel great hammer. That's another one of those weapons that you could grab kind of off rip and use that. For the most part,
people
go ahead.
Do that with a +0 weapon, so they can get that online first, or
so in the nifty rules doc that was sent out, it says that particular guy is legal to cheese. So there's a cheese where you can lure him to the cliff and backstab him off, or kick his shield and take the riposte and knock him off of the ledge. And that is there to allow people to use that weapon if they so choose. It's definitely a risky cheese.
I did read the rules.
Okay,
I promise.
Okay. Hell yeah. We love rules.
I just thought
readers.
I probably won't cheese him, but I didn't realize that was the purpose, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that is why.
Yeah, 2 full armor sets in the center square. Do we think we're gonna get a rush out of that, or you can kill Egon and go get Oathseeker's set in Prospect Town?
Bit far. I think it's more likely that you see larval tiers into it, so that you're at least like out that way. There's a Potentate cookbook out in the direction of the Oathseeker's set. The painting is up there for the second shield. There's an okay Prospect Town play to be made, I think. But yeah, I, like you, am eyeing up this ADM play, although post ADM isn't incredible. It's okay. It's just kind of Dragon Hearts and is Egon cookbooks.
Theoretically, Leonine Spirit, if you're going to go.
Yeah, way down the road.
That way.
One thing that doesn't come up very often, but it does matter for this format, is the Miquella's like barrier on the Fisher does require the Great Rune to be broken. So you actually do need to go through Scadu Altus in order to open up the Fisher. So there's a couple Fisher squares on the list. And if you were like, ooh, that's a south square, I can get that, off the rip if it's like in a cool, sexy bingo line or whatever. Think again. You were wrong.
Right. Yeah, Nike upgrading Great Katana. Probably going for some early kill square. I don't see why you would upgrade your weapon for. It looks like he's going ADM NPC boss.
It's a strong play for sure.
Meanwhile, Elash probably doing the larval tiers DLC full armor sets play.
Yeah, it does look like he's been rushing the larval tiers based on the time, I think. He may be a few seconds behind. Maybe he grabbed something that he otherwise didn't need to, but... I think he's going he's grabbing
for...
he's going for Jail Knight. Oh, that's interesting because he does drop an armor set. So if he kills Jail Knight and then goes up the gravestones and kills Egon, then in this center column starts to present a relatively compelling threat. And then that makes ADM worse for Elash in order to like do Dragon Hearts or something. I mean, I guess you can do Dragon Hearts without that, but this is a really interesting play. And super dangerous, by the way. This Jail Knight is a menace. The katana is a good choice for dealing with him off rip, but this was kind of what I had in mind with writing that NPC boss square. Like there is this kind of choice that you have where Jail Knight is just like right here and a pretty good Great Katana kill target, and ADM more of a backhand blades type rush, but it's really like dangerous and a little slow, so we'll see how this goes for Nike.
Yeah, Solitary Jail Knight is terrifying. I think I saw him get to Scadu 1. I don't know if he got to 2.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Got the dodges on.
Overhead stance is... Oh!
Elash doing the skip.
I don't, you know that Ash of War that Solitary Knight does... he has a follow-up, right? Like he does like a vacuum slice in your direction, then he has a follow-up like R2 attack. You can actually jump attack that as a punish. Not
using it here. Yeah, the overhead stance.
We don't see Nike using overhead stance.
Yeah, the pokes.
It's just not good for this guy.
I just want to see those poke attacks.
Yeah, I actually had a match when I was practicing for Lion Locked, and I took Great Katana to fight ADM, and I had Savage Lion's Claw, and I found just like the sprinting poke attacks was still better. Like even though you can knock down NPCs with that Ash of War, like
oh my god. It's usually going to be more like damage if you can get the Savage Lion's Claw safely. It can be a little dangerous off rip, particularly because with Great Katana you can't really afford the Dragon Crest shield. So, oh man, he's got to get out of this fight quickly is the problem, because Elash is on his way to kill Egon, I would imagine.
My god.
Oh man, just getting pummeled. This Jail Knight just refuses to one-hand his weapon for Nike here. Okay, those some good hits. Regen the stam. Okay, he's one-handing. This should finish the fight. All right, now he's got to get his keister up Gravestone Skip and onto Egon's ass like right now. With the bleed,
seeing larval tears should be an indicator that it looks like that's what he's going to do. I mean, this is a very strong opening play if he can get it in time.
Yeah, Egon cannot bleed, so Elash's damage is going to be pretty bad as he kills this guy. And
so he is going toward Egon.
Yeah, Nike
Elash has a head start here.
Yeah, Nike killed that at a time where... Oh, no, wait. Of course it can't be ADM because ADM's on the board. I was going to say, like, it could be relatively convincing that was ADM, but since ADM is on the board, obviously not the case. So he knows that this is a race and that that Nike has a armor set. It's impossible for him to not have one. So just running straight at Egon, not grabbing the grace, straight into the quote-unquote fight. and is just going to wail on this homeless man as fast as he possibly can. The damage is not amazing, but it's not horrendous. He will get this before Nike 100%. Sure. Yeah.
He's almost going to be done with it by the time Nike.
Oh, Nike's even stopping up for the grace. That's yeah. It doesn't really matter, tough. But
he's going to have to look at any other square on the row 3.
Yeah.
Ghosts and dungeons, cookbooks. I don't even know where 5 potentate cookbooks are. So
yeah, there's a smattering around Gravesite Plain. There's like one near the Spirit Spring on the way to Scadu Altus, near the Miranda Blossom. There's one going down the Elash River. That's the rock pot one. But the main ones that you would get are, there's Scorched Ruins. That one, the fire pot one's pretty obvious. The furnace pot down below the Elash Great Bridge and the hut. Then in the Fly Village, kind of behind the Fly Village, there's another house that has the fly pot in it. There's one up by Prospect Town. They're just kind of all over the place. So it's mostly just a knowledge and routing check.
Yeah, that's a tough square to lose. I think if it's going to sound, it's speculative, but I think not using overhead stance, he would have gotten through that faster and probably got the square.
Yeah, there was a bit of shakiness in that fight for sure.
That it's just Solitary Jail Knight. Just his poise is too high.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's a monster.
Overhead stance is just kind of. I would expect it to be better on NPCs than it is.
Yeah, I mean on low poise NPCs, it is very good. It is very good, but you do need to be able to deal enough poise damage to micro stagger for it to be useful. And Jail Knight in particular is just a poise monster.
So Nike heading straight to ADM.
Yeah, so he's maybe wishes he had done it off Rip instead, since he didn't get his armor set synergy. A bit of a bummer to have to kill 2 separate NPC bosses, but he is going to have a lot more juice than Elash, because he's going to have 2 bosses dead, which is going to equal between the 2 of them like 200,000 runes. So it's going to be basically like he killed Rellana.
Yeah,
so he's going to be
kill bowls in front of Castle Ensis from Elash right now.
Yep.
Are there any ghosts anywhere in Ensis?
Yes, there's one right after Moonrathil. He's kind of like praying to Rellana's cameo, basically.
Okay.
And it is kind of a dangerous ghost to talk to because, as you might expect, Moonrathil is right there.
Yeah. Moonrathil is a problem and a half.
Yeah. And while it is very fast to get credit for talking to the ghosts, you do have to talk through their dialogue. So you can't just like tap Y on him and keep running while outrunning Moonrathil. Like you do have to deal with the Moonrathil problem.
Yeah. Can't you just like crouch and walk behind Moonrathil?
You can. That is a way of dealing with it, but it would be a little slower. I mean, maybe not slower than running past and quitting out. I don't know.
Oh man, Nike narrowly dodging that attack. I hate to see it come up. Elash made extremely short work of balls.
Yeah, I mean, he is full damage here, no defenses. So if his damage isn't good, then what is he doing?
I think like early on in Bingo Brawlers Season 4, a lot of people were opting for bleed on backhand blades. Is that correct?
Yes, that is 100% correct. It got moved away from as Blanks kind of did some math and realizing that with the Scadu and Scadu Altus and with the easy levels of dex that you can get, that almost immediately the lightning version of backhand blades just outperforms. But in Lion Locked, you do not have access to that much money. You do not have access to that much Skidoo. Blue Dancer is very cheap. So Elash, you're making the adaptation that bleed is back. So that's what he's running with.
Yeah, the thing about lightning is lightning scales with dex, and also your physical damage on backhand blade, since it's a dex weapon, scales with dex. So it's like kind of double scaling. Yeah, you don't have as much opportunity to get powerful. I wonder if like later in the game he would pivot to that, but I don't see much like late game stuff on this board anyway. Deathblight Lion, maybe.
Deathlight Lion for sure. Some of these remembrance squares, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, Leonin Spirit. That's a hike and a half.
That one's the most like just out of the way for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely enough stuff in the Fisher on this list to make it worthwhile to go there. I do not believe we'll be seeing a murdered Piss Begotten in this game unless it goes to like the full 25.
Right. So for that square, like obviously the Misbegotten loves to just jump off the cliff. That doesn't count, right?
That does not. You do have to fight him.
Yeah.
If he, decides life is not worth living during the fight, then there's kind of nothing you can do about that. Basically, for this event, there's a lot of stuff on this list that respawns. So I've been kind of telling people to, if it does kill itself or something weird happens, like the pages are prone to backstepping off of cliffs and dying, that if it's a respawnable enemy, you have to respawn him. Oh, Elash going for the cheese. Very
We're
clean.
getting the cheese now.
Very clean
I
cheese.
think at this point,
it probably wasn't worth it. It probably was not worth it, but I appreciate him wanting to showcase it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I may use that. Yeah, Black Steel Greathammer also is a very good weapon.
Yeah, I have some issues with its range. It's also very heavy, which makes it hard to upgrade in this format. But I mean, whenever you get a square by claiming your weapon, like it makes up for a lot of shortcomings of the weapon. It just makes it so efficient to grab, right? Like you lose like literal 0 time upgrading your weapon or grabbing your weapon. So it's kind of hard to argue with sometimes. Like the milady with the chests, like if the weapon is viable at all, you probably want to have your eyes on it at least a little bit. Okay, Nike pushing Belurat.
Yeah, Elash, I think going for Anvil Hammer now, getting both.
Yeah, he's just grabbing all the weapons.
Yeah. Well, this is very smart from Elash to go for this square right now because it intersects both of the lines that Nike has, right, with the column 5 and row 2.
Mm-hmm.
So like positionally, very smart square to go for, and execution-wise, very simple. You just run through a forge.
Yes. I was waiting until he was out of this room to say, but on the opposite of smart, there is a potentate cookbook in this forge.
Really?
Yep, the volcano pot.
But he must have ran past it then.
Yeah, he did not grab it. Which, by the way, would have been quite nice for this row 3 threat, because there's a ghost, there's a cookbook.
Did he talk to the ghost?
He did. He did indeed.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually crazy. 2 ghosts in dungeons and cookbooks for row 3. This forge actually has good synergy for row 3.
Yeah, it would have been very value for sure. Oh yeah, Aggro also mentioning he didn't grab the dagger. There's the Smith script dagger in this forge that you can put parry on. Oh, Nike having a Gravebird moment. So the Remembrance parries he's probably just going to grab one of the medium shields, but I do think dagger parry is better than medium shield parry. I don't remember exactly, but
it is better. I think it's like a couple frames less than a small shield, but still better.
Of course, if you screw up the parry, it has like no guard boost and you're going to get blasted, but
your entire stamina bar just vanishes instantly too.
Okay, Nike stopped off for the Belurat key, so he's going to go open the sewer. Let's see. So I didn't really do the Belurat count this game. So Shadow Thorns, Belurat sewer. What else is in here?
Ooh. There's got to be a ghost in here somewhere now.
Nope. The only ghost in Belurat is up above by the thorns. Yeah, it does seem like a sewer would be a prime place for a ghost, wouldn't it?
You would think so, but I thought there was a ghost like kind of where Poisoned Hand is if you climb the ladder, but I guess not.
One thing that Knight could potentially eye up is if he pushes his Belurat like a little harder than he's currently doing, Row 4 is relatively compelling because Queline's Ash is a Fire Knight Ash of War. Obviously, the Shadow Thorns above Belurat is very nice. So there's 3 squares in Belurat that are right there. Because he has ADM dead, he's got access to more Dragon Hearts than Elash, and then he could very quickly send Elash to the Deathblight Lion. The Deathblight Lion is currently in an unblocked diagonal, so it's like, I don't know, maybe that's a problem, but it is a good threat.
Yeah, it's always like when you send your opponent into a good square, it's like the worst feeling. But...
Yeah. But I mean, it's a good square because of that diagonal. It's an absolutely horrendous square if that diagonal gets blocked. Like if Nike claims the Hanging Pot Bell Bearings, or I mean, I guess like the Leonin Spirit is, on Mars essentially. This game, like, ain't nobody's gonna be rushing down that Leonin Spirit. Okay, eyeing up the jail perhaps for the demi-human boss. It's a bit of a dead square. What else is in here? Is there anything else? There is a ghost in this dungeon, but there's also one by the Shadow Thorns, so I would probably consider that to be more compelling. And here goes ghosts.
That's not going to matter because there it goes.
There is a potentate cookbook in this jail as well. So if he finds that one, then that's progress here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think after the ghosts is gone, you got to get out. You got to get out of here.
Blink Bolt, is that in Fog Rift?
That is.
Or is that Scorpion River?
No, that's Fog Rift, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Nike's going to have to block this bingo one way or another.
Yeah.
Losing the armor set square was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's really game defining at this point because like this top right diagonal could have been a thing. He wouldn't have to deal with this top left diagonal. His column 3 would be a thing. Like it really, really hurts to lose that center square this game.
How many potentate cookbooks are there in the DLC total?
I mean, there's like a crap ton. I'd have to look it up, but I don't know, like 10, 12? I think there's an awful lot. But no holy for some reason. We got like rocks and furnaces and volcanoes, but not a single holy pot.
That's crazy.
Yep. I want my kill the deathrite bird after hitting it with a hefty holy pot square. Oh my god, Nike and this bird, dude.
Nike, no!
If you run around the left side of the bird instead of the right, you tend to have a better time. I would like to see that a little bit instead.
He needs to be careful because he has 120,000 runes.
Oh, wait, no.
I don't know if he knows he's unmuted or not, but...
Right.
Not having fun with bird.
These guys are also... There's 3 of them right now.
Yeah, he's got the whole Belurat army after him. Okay, Elash grabbing a shield. Probably the second
Elash
shield.
grabbed a shield already. He got the Wolf Crest shield.
Yeah, this is the painting reward one, so this will be 2 shields. And another threat starting to build.
Column 4.
Not even grabbing the Belurat Jail Grace. Does not give a shit. Kind of don't blame him.
Yeah.
I feel like Elak River could be a nicer choice for demi-human boss just because, like, the potentate cookbooks are kind of along the way. I don't know. Maybe go through ADM instead.
One's just not a fun boss to fight.
I like the Onze, but you know.
You
There
like
is
Onze.
a second helm
That's the
in
craziest statement I've ever heard.
there. What? Onze is cool as shit.
I mean, he's cool. He's just horrible to fight, man.
I don't know. I think he's fun, but I've spent a psychotic amount of time like practicing these like random kill squares at like 0 Scadu because you never know when you're gonna need to kill a guy, and I do not want that guy to kill me.
True. Good to have that in your repertoire.
Yeah, I remember back in the open there was the like kill a divine bird warrior square. Like I had practiced the shit out of that in case it was ever center square, and it never showed up.
Yeah, so the ones that you find in like in your limb with the lion mask, those I've practiced a ton. the bird warriors are so much harder to fight. Like
They've got a really fun
there's no
moveset,
translation
actually.
between the two because they're wielding
data cards.
swords.
Whoa, wee, brother. God damn.
That's crazy to do with when you're doing parries because you're almost guaranteed to get hit when you miss a parry, right?
Just absolutely, yeah. Oh my god. I wonder if he backs off of this idea. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage.
He needs to double down and go get a perfume bottle so that he can get the double mark.
Oh, one little poke out of nowhere, half HP gone. Yeah. 0 for 3 on parry attempts so far, I think.
Yeah, most of the time people parry with main gauche, right?
Yes, that is the traditional.
How practiced is Elash with the medium shield, do you know?
A good deal. I mean, he's been playing a fair bit of Lion Locked, so it should look better than this, to be sure. But it's not easy. You gotta have really nice timing. There it is.
There we go. We got our first parry.
I'll add one to the curse counter. Why not?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Where is that thing?
It looked like he meant to parry, but just it didn't happen. And instead, he took a twin blade to the face. Look, he has a lead. I understand like him going for the square. It's a little risky, obviously, because of the insane damage that you're taking. But like when you have a big square lead, like you can afford to take the risk here, spend a little bit of time doing this.
Conversely, you could be like, I am taking no risks as I'm in the lead. I don't want to throw my lead, but I appreciate it. as a host of this here tournament,
I wonder, like,
my god, that damage.
He'll have to kill another remembrance boss. I think, like, I kind of understand like it from his perspective because how are you going to squeeze 3 remembrances into this board?
It's tricky.
Do this.
It's tricky.
I mean, obviously there's Lion, but do you go? I guess you can go Mesmer and get I can't remember the Ash. Cood's Ash. What is it called? Flame Spear.
Flame Spear, yeah.
You can go get Flame Spear, kill Mesmer if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, if Nike sits on Belurat for like the entirety of the game for whatever reason, like Lion is an option. Like he can just go in and steal it. Like you do as Nike want to get this Shadow Thorns out of here, I think. Do not want to leave that temptation open.
Okay, Elash just needs to be a little careful here. I think he's got 4 parries down. He needs 2 more.
Okay, there's one. Big bleed. All right, there we go. We're free. We're free of the parries. Now he's just got to do the fight like semi-hitless. It's fine. He's not allowed to put his Blue Dancer charm on.
True. I guess that's another nice thing about using...
Oh, yeah, that was greedy as shit.
Since Blue Dancer only buffs physical damage.
Yeah.
It's less good on like a lightning.
Yeah, it deals like
right?
it's half as much bonus because of the split damage on lightning.
Right. It's just all physical damage.
Okay. This is where he's comfortable in this fight. He's practiced a lot of Rellana on light load, so the rest of this could very well be hitless.
I love the double hit there.
That was so close to curse counter territory, but
You try.
If it had killed him, I would give it. He's gonna get a ping. Oh,
There we go. It's 2 Dragon Hearts.
Yep.
Does the square mark debuff kick in? I don't know.
Not currently. Nike is progressing further towards Egon's cookbooks. I guess it is a block on the column too, but I feel like if I'm Nike, I'm in sending bingo mode, or at least sending like a compelling threat. Oh, he jumps early! Oh! The easiest.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's the easy dodge. Oh my Elash.
Look, you can't blame him for that. The glint blades throws you off of your groove.
It does
every
kinda, it
time
does
when-
kinda.
I hate when she does glint blades before the moons. It's
All right, there's been a request for a curse counter increment in the chat. I will oblige. Between all of
That's
that,
a
there was
curse.
certainly a curse in there. Yep. No, I just
that's
realized.
insanely rough. That's so bad because after doing moon, that like the fight is basically over at that point. You're gonna get a jump attack and a huge punish window. Now you have to restart the entire fight.
Yeah, and this was the part that he was having trouble with initially as well.
And at this point, like, so the extra time that would have taken to find like a third remembrance if you weren't going to do Dedekar's Woe here, you're spending more time like restarting the fight, right? So at that point, it kind of becomes worth it to not do this. But
Yeah, and also it's a very dangerous part of the game to be wasting time. Like, if Nike gets out into Scadu Altus before you because you were messing around with this nonsense, I mean,
Yeah.
awesome nonsense. Love it. Keep doing it. But it could give
Right.
Nike a window back into a game that was otherwise going to be really, really hard for him. Where is Nike going now?
I think he's just picking up another Scadu
Yeah,
at TLA, and I think he's going to go for Lion next.
I agree. Just grabbing that one more fragment, and like you have to get this progress anyway to do TLA's skip after the lion has been unlocked as well. So
True, yeah.
yeah, it's all just forward progress.
Yeah, Elash was going to have a massive lead on Scadu Altus, but it's just like the amount of damage you take with Dedekar's Woe is insane. What is the debuff percentage?
It's 100%. It's literally double damage.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's extremely bold then for the 6 parry square.
Oh. All right. You got this, bud. Just lock in.
Yeah, Rellana is such an awesome fight to watch and do. It was like one of the harder ones for me to get the hang of, but I actually love fighting Rellana now.
Yeah, it really is a treat. Gorgeous music, really engaging moveset, all kinds of crazy mix-ups and stuff you can do. Like, you just got to be a master at the fight and be on your toes as well in order to do the kind of thing that Elash is attempting right now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That parry window is just hard to get, especially on that fast attack. Like, yeah, that's usually just a free parry whenever you whenever she does the triple ending in that like big slash. Nike got a huge bleed at the same time as a stagger, so
That was a little bit of a greedy punish.
a ton of damage on the Lion.
Yeah.
Lion will transition at like 60% HP, so to have him this low already is pretty big.
It's quite nice. First phase of Lion, obviously, significantly easier than the rest of the fight.
Yeah, the first like stage is free.
Yeah, this
It's
fight's
when
looking
it's-
nice
when
for
all these
him.
lightning
Ooh,
bolts
this is a
and
bit of bad
frost-
RNG. Having him spit in your face like that is pretty much unavoidable damage at that range.
Yeah, I love how that's not just a ranged attack, but also can just do that right in your face.
Oh, a nice bleed into the transition. He might be due a stagger if he charge attacks. Okay, goes for a jump or two. Well, hits him in the air. Gets a proc. Oh, does take some big
wow.
damage. Oh no, he healed into the attack. Oh man. All right, it's fine. He's throwing back the.
Look, we knew going into line locked, okay? You're gonna have to fight Rellana or line. It's gonna be tough. We might see people go down in the fight. That's to be expected. That's part of the format, right?
Yeah. Important to remember, like, just how little defenses these guys are working with. Like, Nike was able to get some talismans and stuff by killing some of those early bosses, but Scadu is the name of the game as far as surviving this kind of stuff is concerned. And no matter how much stuff you diddle around with in Gravesite Plain, there's only so much Scadu that you're going to actually come by, and these fights on low Scadu are not easy, particularly when you're wearing a double damage talisman. What a ding dong! Why would he do that?
Yeah, that adds to it.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, like, normally you can do Teolia skip, take the Spirit Spring, go to Scadu Altus. There's a bunch of Scadu pickups there. You can get like 4 or 5 fragments just relatively quickly. So like, most DLC players aren't rushing any of these bosses unless it's like center square or something. So.
All right, into the phase transition of Rellana for Elash. Big bleed. Going for a big charged attack, but he's caught in the fire a little bit. Okay, he didn't take too many... Oh, he's on top of it! Whoa! Jeez, I had to get the happy feet on to get it out of there. All right.
The fire is not where I'd want to be while I'm wearing Dedicare's Woe.
Yeah. Big stagger, though.
I love to see that jump, the jump punish attacks that people do on Rellana.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, we're back into the comfort zone of the fight. He's probably due... Okay, no funky swords this time. Gets the jumps on. There we go. Makes it through the most challenging attack.
That's what he meant to do the first time.
Okay. Oh, Knight gets a big stagger to get out of win phase, and that'll put him... out of the lock. So now he gets to touch the Shadow Thorns, present a row 4 threat.
Elash taking this slow.
Yep.
Nearing the end of the fight.
Elash could potentially steal away the Fire Knight Ash. He's going to get out of this fight in a relatively good time to do so. Nike does not have Queeline dead, and he does have to run all the way around Scadu Altus via Reprimand.
Right.
So if Elash runs like directly at Queeline in the church and then straight into Belurat, he might be able to beat him, especially with this run for the Shadow Thorns.
Right, yeah.
However,
6+ carries mark, I might save this.
He might actually be looking to counter Bingo, because this line has been left unaddressed. Knight might be inclined to send his own line, especially with this mark. But row 3 is significantly faster than row 4. So Elash could say, fine, force me to the Dancing Lion. I don't give a shit. I'm going to grab 5 cookbooks and go murder some sheep with lightning blitz, you know?
Yeah, well, it looked like Elash was going for the cookbooks.
And then he changed his mind when he saw the threat. That's a little interesting, because, again, there's no way that Nike is going to get this Deathlight Lion before him. So it seemed like a relatively green light to Bingo race, but instead he is going to respect the threat. Or something. I don't exactly know.
It's hard to tell.
Is he going up to Mesmer?
Is there a cookbook on the way to Hippo or no?
Ow, Queeline. No.
Wow.
I know
out of the range of that jump attack that would have ended him.
Yeah.
If he was like a millimeter closer.
I know the Gravesite cookbooks a lot better than I know the post ones, but the only kind of ones that come to mind as being potentate cookbooks, like in like post Shadowkeep and stuff, is like the Hefty Rot Pot in Ancient Rao, kind of up by the Sword of Light altar. That is an option. All right, back to Blue Dancer.
I think Elash is going to go to like Cood or something.
Yeah, it's possible. Oop, Knight
or
needs to get moving.
He's probably splitting the progress between Deathblight Lion and Fire Knight Ash of War by going this direction.
This feels a little bit like a Map Genie Potentate Cookbooks moment from Nike.
Yeah, for sure.
Not super common knowledge to know where all these are off the top of your head, unless you love screwing around in Elden Ring and chucking pots at gravebirds.
Yeah, I know one cookbook. That's the Hefty Furnace Pot that you saw me use on a furnace column earlier today.
Oh,
Skip. Is a big fan of the fly pot. Oh, Nike getting his double jump eaten.
Is it possible to pause? Will we have to do something?
Yeah, sort of. Do you have like 2 minutes to keep playing before we can pause?
He is not. He's deafened. He can't hear you.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Let's see. Hang on. Stupid Discord has some bullshit. Elash, once you're out of the fight, we're gonna need a pause. Sorry about that, Knight. We are paused. I don't know if you're still here, but go do your thing. All right, brief random intermission. No big deal.
Very clean fight.
Pausing.
You get pretty low there, but got through the fight fine. Here's in the phase transition. There's a scripted stagger. I think you just barely missed it. Also, we did kind of interrupt the fight, so maybe it was just like a focus thing.
Yeah, we'll give Nike like a minute head start or something once he comes back to kind of make up the time difference, because Elash was not in a position where he could pause. Just be waiting for him to...
Scadu Altus potentate cookbooks, according to Agronio. I just saw.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, the real sussy thing, surely this is not what is happening, but if it is a, I need a pause so I can Google potentate cookbooks. No, I'm sure he's got something going on.
I think it's a bathroom break. Nike said he was drinking a ton of water.
Oh, okay. All good.
All right, I am actually going to do this whole cookbook map genie moment myself because I want to see where they are.
It's a good time for that. I think there's kind of a standard 3 that you're going to get basically every game, which is that fire, furnace, and fly. Just because they're all kind of in a nice straight line in gravesite, and then the other ones are kind of flexible.
Oh yeah, there's literally 3 in a straight line. There's one at the Ailing Village.
Mm-hmm. That's the fly pot.
That's the fly pot. There's one in the Belurat jail, which I believe you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is actually surprisingly, this could be a very fast square.
It really could.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like a new format thing where people don't like know them from other square sets, so it's like a certain amount of uncomfort. And so it currently is a bit more of a map type square, but I could see it kind of having a slightly longer larval tiers vibe in the future as people start to get a bit more efficient with their movements and stuff. You probably still don't want to like rush it off rip or anything. 5 is a little bit much. But if like having that ailing grace is useful for any reason, the furnace and fly pots are really nice out of that.
Okay,
and
I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm ready now.
Okay, Nike, go 1 sec. Oh shit, I deafened him again. All right, Nike, go ahead and load in, and go ahead and start playing. You have a 1 minute head start.
Okay.
So,
all right, Elash, we're resuming the game. Nike has a 1 minute head start, so at 37:30, you are allowed to load back in and continue playing.
All right.
Okie-doke.
Yeah, so I didn't see, but Elash did Oathseeker's night set, correct?
Yes. I did not see if he
grabbed
grabbed
the cookbook on that path.
He might have. I'm pretty sure he knows it's there, but I do not know.
It's actually insane because he did the forge. There's a cookbook there. He could have got the second cookbook, going to Oathseeker's night set, and then it's just the line. There's three in a row. Like,
and then
this bingo could actually be happening.
Yeah. The other thing is like if he didn't grab the Ram cookbook up there, the last square in his line is kill the lightning sheep with blink bolt. So if he grabs it after grabbing blink bolt and has it on a weapon, he can just like mark the 5th potentate cookbook and start slaughtering some sheep, and then it's just like a bam double square all of a sudden if Nike doesn't respect the threat.
That's actually crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize how threatening the line is.
Yeah.
I think to be fair though, he did like spend a lot of time fighting Rellana, and he might be worried about getting sniped on either of those squares, especially because
I mean,
also died once to the Dancing Lion and spent some time like there. You don't know what he's prepped at that point. You know, he marked Touch the Thorns above Belurat, but you don't know if he did that immediately after killing Lion or if he went and prepped some other stuff. So
Yeah, and anytime there's an incident, you kind of like lose the plot a little bit. Like it takes a while to kind of reorient your brain and get you back in the flow of the game. And like, okay, what do I still need to do? What have I done? Like, what has my opponent done? You're like looking back over the log, and Nike was pretty dark for a good part of the game. So like, he might have had an intuition at the time as to what Nike was doing, but once you have that incident, you could kind of forget what you thought he was up to during that time. And it's hard to reconstruct that vibe, you know?
You know, just thinking out loud here, it probably makes sense for Nike to do the Queenline Invader to get the Fire Knight Ash of War.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Elash will get to Cood. Will get to Cood for himself faster than he could get to Belurat and the church.
It's kind of close. I mean, Nike does have a small private altar, so he's just a little skip away from Queenline there. But if he takes kind of a slow route through this Scadu Altus stuff, which he is doing.
Nike already killed the Queenline in Belurat.
Oh, he did. You're right. Yeah. I forgot about that. You see the break. It messes with your mind. You forget all kinds of things. But yeah,
I just think from Elash's perspective, since he doesn't have Belurat, I think this is just the fastest way he can get the squares running up to Cood.
When he started this journey, that I don't think was true, but once Hippo's dead, it's definitely true. Like this is still
that's
quite
true.
a jaunt.
Yeah. It still seems like it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah. Plus, Cood can be a bit of a bitch, depending. But Elash now has a lot of juice. He's nearing that like sweet spot 40 arcane where blood backhand blades start to deal like 100 buildup per hit or some crazy shit like that. So the like bleed has like a kind of a nice start to the game and then a big slump while you're waiting for that arcane to kick in. And then once it does, it kind of rocks again. Oh, he's doing this terrible Canadian hand skip. Like, ugh, why would you do this? Just the worst. All right, there he goes after a couple slips.
Yeah, the nice thing about bleed too, like as compared to frost, I know frost is like a big favorite of a lot of people. You proc frost once, and then you have to wait for it to wear off or use fire. But with bleed, you can just keep procking that over and over again.
Yeah, well now unless Nike dies, it's not even going to be close. Like he's already summoning Queenline, so. But Queenline is a goofy lead. Weird things can happen.
We are seeing overhead stance again.
This is a better NPC for overhead stance. It does micro stagger him, so it's quite fine. And he's dead.
I've been burned by it. That's why I'm very wary of using it. But he just melted Queenline and gets his fourth square in a line. This is now very, very threatening for Elash. He has to. I still think Elash can get 5 cookbooks and Blink Bolt before Nike can do Deathblight Lion, but
definitely if he starts soon. I also don't. I mean, the Deathblight Lion is a challenging fight. He has the scaling of Ancient Rao. He's actually much harder. If people watching were not aware. He does like much more damage and has much more health than the Remembrance version. And then the Deathblight sometimes just kills you out of nowhere if you're not keeping an eye on things. It is a long run as well. So Nike is currently pursuing this line. Elash is currently not respecting it. Probably just wants the grace because he kind of got caught in an awkward spot like midway up the tower. So he doesn't want this progress to go to waste. But getting Blink Bolt does take some time. Grabbing the cookbooks does take some time. So if he's not careful... I mean, we also saw Say get like murdered by giant sheep this morning. So there could be some shenanigans on the sheep killing as well. He's going first for the Deathblight Lion block. Okay. It's
kind of interesting.
Thinking about it. Back to Mesmer. What? That's it.
I think he wants to finish the row 5 Dedicators of Woe.
Also,
or I have no idea now. He's back and forth.
I think he is realizing he needs to respect this a little.
It puts him in such a weird spot. Because it's like one of those things where it's like Deathblight Lion, like it's a hard fight, but also, I mean, it's doable, right?
Yeah, it's also really far away. One thing that could actually happen is the Wounded Kindred of Rot recipe is on the way, and Romina is killable with Perfume. So all of a sudden, if he gets the block on the line with Deathblight Lion, he can just bingo column 4.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
He grabs the cookbook.
Yeah, I saw Nike grabbed the Blessed Bone Shard from Reprimand on his way, so he's also probably thinking about the square in the future.
He's got a bit of a stally Hippo. He's giving Hippo a little bit too much room to breathe, so Hippo's doing the stalling tactics. But now he's in there. Ooh, that is painful. Don't roll back too far. Does the eat. Gets out of the way. Nice jump. I kind of thought he was going to get hit by the Hippo's hitbox on the way down. No vacuum.
He actually got saved by being locked on, I think.
Did he?
The Hippo like kind of moved to the right and radially it pushed him out of the way.
Oh.
It's the thing I don't like about lock on is like it influences your movement, but
Yeah.
it actually got kind of lucky there.
All right. Makes it through. One thing that we could, it doesn't matter. Like, it's all about these line threats, I think. But like, Elash does start like now have access to a bunch of Fire Knights that have unique helms. So the bottom left square on this board, he is actually eyeing it up. Did he kill Cood? I definitely missed it if he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay,
He made that's
he's
another
killing Salsa by choice. Salsa not free. Oh, Elash and Salsa have a relationship.
Do they?
Yes, indeed. All right, looking pretty good.
I mean, it makes sense to do this because it's like
Big bleed. Okay.
with Cood, like you could just warp
Alright.
to Mesmer's Grace and it's very fast to get to him. But this one has like an elevator. It's kind of more of a pain in the ass. So just get it on while you're going through.
One other thing, if he is a knower, that hefty rot pot recipe that I mentioned way back when we were asking about potentate cookbooks, it is on the way to Romina, and you typically don't go that way, but when it's part of your bingo line, why is he going back to Mesmer? He's going for the helms, I guess. Just really not
Empty rot pot. Yeah.
super concerned, I guess. But here comes Nike. He's on his way. Okay. Cood can't deal with the bunny hops.
I wonder if this will influence Nike into healing the wounded kindred of Rot right now, or he's
I think Nike is just in send this goddamn bingo mode, to be honest. I think
Yeah.
he's in send it mode. I feel like Elash might have or be the next in our line of Bingus Dinguses who have not equipped talismans. I feel like every single game we've seen that today, and I'm only seeing one buff on that bar. Like, what is it,
all you need
guys?
is
What is
Blue
going
Dancer.
on?
Moog's Lord of Blood, Exaltation. No, you don't need that. Just Blue Dancer.
Yeah. I mean, his damage is pretty good, but like,
psyoped by the Dedicator's Woe talisman square. So.
yeah, I mean, you
He's
better
afraid
put it
of
on
more
for
than
Deathlight Lion. That guy does not mess about. And we might actually even see Elash get a bit punished for Blue Dancer on Deathlight Lion. It's very easy to take like random chip damage from Lion attacks, and the not having armor bit could be a bit challenging.
Yeah, the other thing is not having armor means your Deathblight resistance is lower.
That's a really, really good point, actually. That is a really good point.
Makes the fight a lot scarier. There is tech for the Deathblight dancing line where you fight him near the beginning of the arena, and during the phase transition, you just run to the complete opposite side, and the frogs won't aggro to you.
I don't find the frogs to be like at all the most challenging part of the fight, but getting on Torrent and outrunning the Deathblight like clouds and stuff that the lion makes, like it is nice. It is a mountable arena. Oh, he looked at his inventory for a sec. Still not putting on talismans.
Which talismans did he buy anyway?
I don't
Or
know,
has he?
but I feel like he probably, if I had to guess, I would guess Ritual Shield because he's Blue Dancer, and that is very helpful. And then I'd probably guess Rotten Wing and Lord of Blood would be my assumption.
Yeah.
That would seems like best in slot talismans to me.
Like, I don't know if you guys caught on to this, but during my match, I bought the knight's armor and I just forgot to put it on.
We did see you be naked. Oh, Nike. Oh, tree skip.
Tree skip.
Yeah, we did see a naked person running around a lot, but I did not catch that you bought it at the start.
Yeah, literally at the start, I bought the knight's armor, and that's why I couldn't upgrade my weapon all the way.
It's fine. It's a new format. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Your routes are different. Your money's different. Like yeah. There's a lot to unpack here. And like I was gonna mention it at one point, and then the conversation shifted. But like, I maybe you have different ideas or whatever. But when I was like playing this format when we were making it, it felt so different. Like it just felt like a whole other game. From regular DLC bingo.
It's completely different. I feel like there's like, and I don't know them well enough, but there's a lot more synergies. There's a lot more like potential double squares, potential triple squares. Like, I feel like you can make way more powerful plays with this, especially because it's very like early game focused.
Yeah. And then just like access being such a huge part of the game. Like you can be gathering up all the squares in Gravesite, doing all these cool synergies and stuff, and then some bozo on the other side of the field just knocks down the Remembrance Gatekeeper, and then like all of a sudden there's a bingo threat that you didn't see that's all Shadow Altus. And then you're just like, oh no!
Yep. Yeah, and when you see like Elash mark, kill Remembrance after 6+ parries, okay, he did Rellana, he can go to Scadu Altus. When you see Nike mark touch the Shadow Thorns above Belurat, same thing. Like, so there is signaling that kind of indicates like that you do have access to a certain area of the map. That if you're late to Shadow Altus, can just be absolutely devastating. And Elash was in a very strong position too to get there first. Just the incident with Rellana ended up costing him a lot of time and made it possible for Nike to kind of get back into the game here, but.
Yeah.
If he could take down Death by Dancing Line, he's in just a very, very strong position again.
Yeah, definitely. We will see. Not an easy fight. Quits out, so the golem, the Guardian Golem Archer, doesn't interfere with the fight at all. That is technically an illegal cheese, so cannot have that dude messing about.
Wait, really? You can't have him stagger it for you?
Nope, that is not allowed. I gotta reset the fight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Really early bleed, that big arcane inflection kicking in. Damage is very nice. 2 bleeds already. Lion should be transitioning.
Crazy, yeah.
And this is again with forgetting talismans as well. Oh, but yep, there's the Blue Dancer counter effect. All right, running away to heal. Here comes Nike though. If Elash dies, Nike is not that far behind. If he hadn't missed that tree skip, and also a little bit of TLA, but skips today, man. Like he would be like in this fight essentially.
Yeah, TLA.
Literally, he'd be in this fight. Yeah.
One of those ones.
Oh, the Death Blight. The Death Blight. I don't know where the cloud went. It kind of just didn't.
How did he?
Yeah.
Not proc any whatsoever. That's crazy.
That was very weird. Oh, here it comes. All right. So a lot of people
game-defining square.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the square just wins.
Basically, yeah. This is it. Oh, he's at the edge. Oh, he gets knocked off. Oh my God! All right, here comes Nike. Here comes Nike.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettios off the cliff.
Blue Dancer dancing off the cliff.
Okay. Shadow Golem making the decision for him.
Oh my! That was so risky, Nike. Like he like waited to see if he's gonna land down there or not. That could have easily been death.
Okay.
I'll be interested to see if
All right.
that Golem Archer interferes with the fight.
It did, but he died anyway, so we're all set. He's just gotta reset.
Cool. Yeah, that gets rid of the problem altogether, right?
Yeah.
Because once you respawn at the stake, he's not aggroed.
Oh! He lashed down again, dude.
That was a wild. I don't know if I should call that greed or not. Normally you can punish that attack, but I think he just started it too late.
Oh my god. I don't know. This blue dancer and all this shit is I mean the damage is good. And again, he has one talisman. He has one singular talisman on his person. Could not tell you why. Could not tell you why in the slightest. Like if he had ritual shield here, he's oh my god. He's dead again, just two shot. Just absolutely blasted. Nike taking some
Yeah, Nike is much more defensively set up. Like the hits that he just took would have just annihilated Elash. Like he has Dragon Crest Great Shield, he has Knight's Armor. I don't think he drank his Physic. Otherwise, because I don't see the hard tier, but maybe he doesn't have the hard tier.
No. He's on Thorny. He's got the two diamond shape icons, so those are his Physic.
Got it. Yeah, the damage from Nike not anywhere near as impressive as what Elash has, but
Lion's damage on Elash is very impressive.
yes, the survivability might pay off here.
Yeah, I mean he's working through his reds on Nike. He's probably due a stagger at the end of this charge attack. Oh, jump attack.
There he gets a bleed. Here comes phase 2.
Oh, yeah. I think he was trying to greed for the stagger there. Elash does get the stagger. Big bleed. He's going to skip a lot of the Deathblade phase in this way, although he's in the middle of all this shit. Oh, the low armor. Okay, he gets out. Torrent.
Yeah, this like.
Oh, he's up against the wall.
Transition.
Okay, he's fine.
I think I would just favor a charged R2, like when the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Lands.
Definitely the charge R2. Okay, so we're kind of kiting out the Deathblight phase on Elash. Goes to Wind. Wind has those big lingering hitboxes. So if he gets clipped by one or two of those, and again, he's also got no poise on Elash, so if he gets hit by one thing, he could very well be hit by another. Oh my god.
It's an awkward position for that giant wind attack to happen.
Ooh, he can't see him very well, and he dies! 100 to 0!
No.
Oh my god.
Dude, you melt the lion. Like your damage is insane, but you're just like
he's just so squishy.
Any mistake is just devastating.
I'll be honest, of all the lion races I was expecting this weekend, this is not the one that I thought we would see. This is not what
we meant with Lion Locked.
Okay, gets the proc into the stagger, into the riposte. Okay, this is huge damage from Nike. He can get a follow-up punish. Keeps opting for these jump attacks. Does have time for charges.
I guess that one is fine.
It's fine though, yeah. It's not that much.
Can't get it.
Yeah. It's a nice poke on the ass, avoiding the death blight. Elash getting mowed down again. Okay, nice moves.
Dancing Lion went AFK for a second there.
The thing is like Elash's damage is so high, he can legitimately catch up and win this race at any point. Like he just needs like a good stagger and a good burn. Like this. Like look at that. Look at that. He's down to a third HP before he even phase transitions once. Yeah, and now he's ahead. Great. He's in the lead.
Lead is just OP. And now Nike lost his stagger for sure and is now in more of a stally position.
Ooh, nice jump. Nice jump. He didn't jump into the lion, so didn't get hit by the downward hitbox. Does it again. He's playing this really safe. I don't blame him, but he does have to, unless Elash dies again, he does have to catch up. Okay, Elash getting some good hits.
Just like another thing,
should be another bleed coming. Okay, phase transition.
Not marking any squares.
Yeah, you know where everyone is right now.
The pressure is on. Like this is the fight.
Oh, the lightning. Okay, he's alive. Nike's kind of catching up on damage. Elash goes off the cliff again. Oh
no!
Twice, twice, God. Dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's insane. That's insane.
It's not even the low defenses that kills him. It's gravity. Gravity's the #1 killer of tarnished.
My favorite part of all of this is if Elash went for his line this whole time, he's done. Like the bingo has happened.
True.
But this is just way better. It's just way better. Oh man. All right, Nike, little low, but does have
Nike?
healing. Okay, gets away from the cliff. Again, it's
All
still
right,
in the
he
position
decided
that if
to
Elash
run
has a
away,
good
which
fight,
was
he can
smart.
catch up. He can still catch up at any point. Nike kind of hanging out near the edge. Oh, it's into the dreaded phase 3 of the lion. Okay, avoids the
when he
wind.
starts
Oh, this is a
suddenly
bit
changing.
greedy. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of frostbite buildup, so it's okay. Gets the heal. Oh, he jumped early. Frostbite's building up. Okay, gets the heal off, but he's out of heals. He's got one more heal. Okay, doesn't get hit by any of that frost. Gets the frost buildup of his own. Nice, nice strafe. Oh, a little greedy. Okay, down to the last heal. Phase transition. Oh my god.
Death by transition. Here comes his jump attack.
Oh, and the stagger, that's it! That's it!
That's incredible. Nike.
Holy
with
shit!
the bingo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Woo! Oh
What a
man,
way to
dude!
come back.
Wow! Holy! That is
cinema.
crazy. Oh my god.
Dude, his heart has got to be pounding in his chest
Whoops.
so hard right now to actually pull off the win that way.
Yeah. Oh my god. What an insane finish. All right, let's bring in the man. All right, Nike. Welcome in, dude.
gonna cry.
GG's.
GG's, man. That was
Holy
incredible.
shit.
Oh, my heart.
What an amazing ending. That was like whoa. Oh my god.
Speeding, man.
Yeah, I do not blame you. Go ahead and take a sec. I'll yap a little bit while you chill. Like we had that line pegged for some time. I gotta fix because Elash
Once
ended.
he started
back
marking
into
all
the
that
stream.
stuff, I was like, that is my line. I am full sending it. That's why I did like touch and then straight Fire Knight, because I knew he might be in Shadow Keep or whatever.
Yeah, hang on. The stream ending borked the overlay a little bit. We're gonna have to.
That was incredible to watch, Nike. Like, GG's. You were in a situation in the beginning of the game where like Elash was just piling on the squares, piling on that lead. How were you feeling in that moment? And when did you decide to just this row 4 bingo is my way to win this game?
Believe speak to Ghost in Dungeon. After that, I went for Dragon Horse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after that I was going for Dragon. Yeah, after that was like after you get the 2 dungeon ghosts, I was like full send. Nothing else that matters.
Yeah.
I was kind of setting up the heal the wounded, but no one cares.
Yeah, at that point it was kind of all about that line. Wow, man.
In the end, in that fight, I was fucking beating.
Yeah. I mean, both of you guys were in that fight for a little while. Elash went for a hyper aggressive build this game. Blue Dancer, Blood Backhand Blades. So he's just like naked, getting like 2-shot by that lion, and it like knocked him off the cliff a couple times. But his damage was so insane that every time he got back in the fight, like even if you were in phase 2 or whatever, he would start burning the lion and he'd catch up like immediately. It was like absolutely wild. But again, it just like absolutely slaughtered him too. So it's just a glass cannon duel, and you had the tankier build and the persistent approach and got there.
Yeah, I was like the first 2 attempts, like I don't know why, I just couldn't grasp myself dodging for some reason. Because like the normal lion, you can just stand behind him, most attacks miss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's not missing. So I was like, I'll just do extra dodges next turn and then just play it safe, get the kill, get the win if I can. After this, I had nothing pretty much. If you got this, then it was pretty much
Yeah,
easy,
this was
obviously.
100% the game. Well, congrats on the first bingo win of Lion Locked. Yeah, just a absolutely spectacular way to close out the day. I am going to bring in Elash.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Elash.
I feel
Jeez.
robbed. I feel so robbed, dude. I felt like I was
Well-
ahead 2 on the boss.
You were. Not to
Yeah.
rub it in, but what was the talisman situation, my man? What was going on this game?
Yeah. So, because of this Didicus Ho, I felt like I might. I mean, like, I didn't want to spend my money until I get access to Fire Knight, because I was like pretty much in front of him when you got the Ash of War. Like, I was on the staircase to get to him, and I wanted to like just invest into my stats to kill him quicker, because I felt like I didn't need talismans to kill this guy. And after that, I could just kill Mesmer with Didicus Ho, because I can only wear that. So I don't need talismans until I kill Mesmer, but because I guess sniped me. Yeah, kinda sniped me on it. Then it all went to shit because I had no talismans and no money, so I was just like, yeah, I need to do
Were
that.
you doing the Fire Knight Ash of War?
I was on my way. I was in the staircase to a Fire Knight. I knew you had Queen, but I was hoping that you would like not. Maybe sit on it a little bit more.
Oh no.
I feel like
After
the
you
real-
marked the 2 dungeon ghosts, I pretty much had nothing else but planned this line. That's it.
Yeah, I saw that line, but I didn't feel threatened because of Deathblight Lion and the Fire Knight Ash of War. And the real issue is that I died like 3 times to Rellana, 2 very slow deaths. One of them was just very tragic on the moons. You guys
Yeah.
laughed pretty hard, I'm guessing. So
No, we were not laughing. We were suffering with you.
Somber,
That was-
yeah,
pain.
stoic. No fun was made, of course.
Yeah,
in the
no.
mid game, I was like kind of lost in this a little bit when you started marking those squares. I was doing Solitary Knight into Egon for the full armor sets.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't know which ones you. I'm guessing you did Oathseeker and Egon.
Yeah. Yeah, because
probably
level
faster.
tiers, shields,
Yeah.
hanging pots, prospect down was strong.
Hmm.
And when you marked, I thought you were racing on me on at least level tiers, and I kind of took a slow route. So when you didn't get level tiers, I was like, wow. So maybe he's just going for GRC armor sets, and I'm in very bad shape then. And then you marked NPC boss, and I was doing the graveside skip. I was just like, well, I'm ahead.
Yeah.
I had my weapon set up there and everything, so I was like chilling. I was just like, okay, I don't need anything else. I just need to kill Egon and I get the square.
Yeah, I think the Jail Knight armor set play was a good one, Nike. It's just the knight was a bit stally. He kind of put you through the ringer.
I needed the heal skip somehow.
Yeah, the timing was very tight. Like that would have been an oppressive like opening play for sure.
Yeah, the center square defined a lot of how this game had to play out, because like Elash just had so many crazy threats going that it kind of just forced Nike to send this long bingo, this kind of psycho bingo, and then just weren't quite able to bring it home with the Deathlight Lion block.
Yeah.
I was wondering, Elash.
Yeah.
So there was a moment when Belurat Sewers Dragon Hearts was marked, and I think that's when you decided to do Fire Knight Ash of War. I was curious, what were you thinking about the row 3? Maybe there could have been a bingo race there.
That's what I was thinking he might do.
Yes, but Blink Bolt, I'm not sure where it is, and I need to check. See, I'm so prepared for this event.
Oh boy!
I know it's in the I know it's in the fog.
Catacomb.
Yeah, I know it's in the fog rift. I just don't know where in the fog rift, so I didn't go for it because of that.
Well, you got some homework.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And like again, I didn't feel threatened because I really thought, and if I don't die to Rellana, like it's only ifs, but like if I don't die to Rellana, I win on Fire Knight Ash of War, and I'm not in a bad shape anymore.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah, you would have had a pretty big lead on Scadu Altus anyway.
Well, sort of. Nike had some skip issues to tree skip and Tiolier as well on his way out to the Fire Knight Ash and the Deathblight Lion, so he was set back a little bit as well. So it's just Bingus. Like, people trade incidents, and you can never know what your opponent's going through. So it is. It's just how the game.
I only lost. It's true. I only lost 10 minutes. Like.
To be fair, I mean, that was entirely self-inflicted. Nobody forced you to wear data cards there. Except me, I kind of did.
Oh, were you killing Rellana parry on pair 6 parry data cards?
Yeah.
Oh dang.
And then just Deathblight Lion falling off a cliff twice.
Yeah, I heard.
And like the one try where I got a chance was the one at the end and you marked the square, but like it's the only time bro decided to go back and the basilisk spawned like in a very shit spot for him.
Yeah. So I guess there's a spot like where you come in. I guess the basilisks don't chase you out there because in the end they didn't come out.
So it's not that they don't like. Okay, so the thing is, I did some mistakes at first, but like the basilisks will chase you if you're close to them, if you aggro them. So if you can just bait out the lion, because the lion will still be aggroed onto you. So like that's kind of the idea. Just like get the lion aggroed, but not the basilisk. So like as soon as he phase transitions, you want to run away. And I knew that, but even though I knew, I kind of greeted like 2 times for staggers because like he was 1 hit away from a stagger. But because I did that, the basilisks aggroed and they just like followed me the entire time during like in the arena, and that just makes the fight so much worse. Like a stagger is not worth that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was hoping for a stagger on my like second attempt. I was like, I hit him with so many R1s. Where the fuck was my stagger? But then I died anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You went Gertona, I'm guessing.
Yeah. The second time I got a stagger before the phase transition, so I got enough damage off to just kind of run around with the basilisk and do poke R1s.
Yeah, I was running back in Blaze Bleed, so it's not. I mean, my damage was kind of good.
From what I hear, your damage was way better than mine.
Look, there was one fight that he got lioned basically to 33% health before the phase transition, like with the stagger and bleed. Like the damage was insane.
Yeah, it's just the basilisks afterwards. Like I couldn't catch a breath.
Yeah,
it's the moment I got the stagger. I'm guessing like when I got the stagger, the bro was like low as fuck. But as soon as he gets low, I'm just like with a basilisk hanging out, and I cannot do anything, and just wait for him to like not to aggro onto me and to jump at me. And if he chooses the bad phase transition at the bad time, I'm just dead. Because well, it's still an arena with a lot of holes. So
yeah.
Well, guys. Sorry, did you have something to say?
I don't know, just like in that fight, I think like survivability was like the priority. It's like Nike had like armor and Dragon Crest. Like it's always hard to say like what if after, but like you had 2 armor sets, like maybe like ditching the talisman or putting on some armor instead. I don't know.
Does it not sell a lot of Blood's Exaltation in the?
He said he put all of his money into his stats so he could kill the Fire Knight faster.
I mean, you can look at my stats right now. I have like 40 Dex, 35 Arcane, and the rest is just all 8 Scadu. And I have Blue Dancer, and that's what I have. I killed this guy with that.
And
really good damage for 1 talisman, yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's just not enough. Like,
I'm gonna wrap up the stream. You can talk about it. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Watching us play.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in today. Tune in tomorrow. We're gonna start 1 hour later. So wherever that is in the world for you, go. Be there. We're gonna have. Okay, let me see if I can remember. It's been a long day. So we're gonna start off with Say versus Fresh Rosa, the French-Canadian matchup. Both of them are homies, so it's going to be a homie grudge match. See who's the better Quebecer. And then the next match is going to be Nike versus Chumpalumpa. Yes, and so we're going to be joined by Drink Time casting the first game and Shadow Madre casting the second game. And then grand finals, TBD, we will have the infamous Dodgy casting with us. So all that should be a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. A couple little announcements will take place tomorrow as well. So be there or be square or catch it on the VOD, and we love you anyway. All right, signing off. We'll catch you later. Bye. Bye. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Sai. Thanks so much, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.